Hey guys, welcome back to Bows Fan TV, and today we're doing the match preview for our game against Finn Harps in the first round of the FAI Cup. Um, Obviously it wasn't ideal when we drew Finn Harps in the draw for the first round. Especially up in Finn Park, it's always a place you don't really want to go to. Um, so it'll be tough, alright, but you know, with how Finn Harps have been going this season, you'd be hoping for to win and get into the next round. But we'll touch on that a little bit kind of later in the video. Obviously, there's been some news, transfer news, since we last did a video. Promise has left the club. He's gone to Fleetwood. Big blow, one that we kind of didn't expect. We were kind of saying, we'll hope he'll stay this somewhere and maybe leave at the end of the season. But we've lost him halfway through the season. We've lost probably our two best players in Dawson Devoy and Promise. Seeing it more often now, I suppose, with younger players going abroad, they've kind of for lower fees. Obviously, the release clause in Promise's contract was only, I think it was 5 figures, but with add-ons, we think it'll be up to six or something like that, which isn't great. The fact that his release clause is only 5 figures, but it is what it is, really. And like that's the problem. We've got a young league now with a lot of kind of young talented players coming through, and they're always going to be looked at by English clubs. We've brought in a few players ourselves. A goalkeeper from Norwich on loan, John McCracken. He'll come in and provide some competition for Toy obviously with Talbot out for the rest of the season. So we think that's something that we probably needed to not strengthen, but I think we needed that competition in the goalkeeping area. Um, Lawrence Dell, a right back from Union Berlin, has signed until the end of the season on a loan. Um, you know, it- Obviously that's that kind of partnership with them. I suppose now that we did the friendly and all, it's worked well here. We got a right back on loan. I think he's about 2021. I think he'll be a good addition till the end of the season. We needed some players in the full back areas. He's been on the bench a few times for Union Berlin in the Bundesliga, so I think we'll see what he adds. I'm sure he'll be decent. And yesterday we announced the signing of James Clark from Drogheda on an undisclosed fee. Uh, you know, I think it's not really a signing that I expected us to make. I think he's a decent player. A lot of Drogheda fans rated him, saying that he was probably one of the better players this season. He's kind of like a number eight, he's more of like a number eight, isn't he? But he has got a good. He's good. He's good technically. I suppose he'll come in and maybe be that replacement for Dawson Devoy. And I think you know he'll be a decent addition. Obviously, we paid a fee for him, so you'd like to think that he'll come in and add some quality. And obviously we're probably going to need a striker. Um, yeah, that promise is gone. Obviously, rumours about Tunde Awalabi from St. Pat's. I don't know if that's what I've heard anyway, but we'll see how that develops. Obviously, you got to take these stuff with a pinch of salt, really, unless it's. I'll see it when I see it, I'll believe it. Um, but I think he'd be a good addition anyway if he was to come in and replace Promise. But obviously, I think the transfer window closes on Sunday, isn't it? So we'll see how if there's any movement in the next couple of days regarding that. Obviously, onto the game now. Finn Harps away in the cup. It's not. I wouldn't say it's not ideal. I think we know how poor Finn Harps have been this season. Um, they're joint bottom with UCD. You've seen those videos of Ollie Horgan in the dressing room giving the players a bit of a bollocking after the Derry game. You can tell that there's kind of a negative kind of atmosphere around the club. Um, I think this season does kind of feel like the season where they may just kind of the playoffs kind of won't save them this time. I think there's a couple of good teams in the first division that will probably beat them in the playoffs. And then this could be a kind of you might say this is maybe more of a distraction. They're probably going to want to focus on getting points in the league and trying to stay away from the bottom. So that could give us an advantage. Obviously, we're sixth in the league, sixth in the league. I think yeah. This is kind of this is something that we probably will have to focus on now. It's we're still in the race, obviously for fourth place. I don't think we're gonna get top three, but obviously if we do win the cup, when we do finish below the bottom or the top four, we do get Europe. So obviously that's going to be a big focus now, the cup, and wanting to get into Europe. It'll be interesting to see what if any of the new signings kind of come into the team. So I'll go through my predicted 11 now anyway. I'd say it'd be Tiger in goal. Jordan Dartley played right back against Drogheda. I'd say he'll keep on probably stick with him there. Um, Josh Kerr and Kieran Kelly will probably play centre half. I'd say it'll be Tyreek Wilson at left back. Um, into the midfield, then I'd say we'll have Flores, O'Sullivan, Connor Levinson, Adiku, Liam Burr, and I'd say Junior will probably play up front. Which it's obviously probably not the strongest of teams. Obviously, we've lost Dawson, we've lost Promise, and you know it'd be interesting to see if any of the new signings come in. I don't know if they'll be rushed in. Obviously, it's not going to be a great way to make your debut going up to Finn Park and playing against Finn Harps, who are a very physical side. I'm sure players like Lawrence Dale and James Clark will be well able for it. But we've added a lot of players to the team now that we've eight new signings, so it'd be interesting to see if any of the recent players that we've signed do come into the team and make a difference because we're heading into an important stage of the season now where we're going to need points to try and get into Europe. Um, Score prediction. It's it's never going to be easy. I know Finn Harps haven't been brilliant this season, but it's always going to be tough going up to Finn Park and trying to get a win. But I think we'll probably just about kind of squeeze a 1-0 win. Obviously, we don't want to be too negative. I'd love to say yeah we'll go up with 2-3-0, but I think the past have showed that it's not an easy place to go to for Bows to win a game at Finn Park. But I think it'll be tight enough. I mean, we may just nick a 1-0 win, but that's all that matters, really, just getting through to the next round. That's where I'm going to end the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below your thoughts into the game, the new signings, your opinions, whatever really, about the club at the minute. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.